if your local back alley healer could cure paralysis, detoxify poison, reattach limbs, and still barely afford lunch? Meet Zenos, a healer so powerful he could outclass the royal medics, but instead he's patching up stab wounds in a slum clinic with no license, no noble blood, and definitely no patience for bureaucracy. He's not some misunderstood genius trying to be a hero. Nah. He just wants enough coin to eat, and maybe a nap. That's it. That's the dream. Now Zenos charges money, yes, even in a fantasy world where healing magic is supposed to be some holy act. But let's be real, the kingdom is corrupt to its rotten core. Slavery is legal. The rich live like royalty, literally, and licensed healers, they'll ghost you faster than your ex if you don't have gold spilling from your pockets. But Zenos doesn't care about titles. He'll treat anyone, slaves, kids, outcasts, for free. If you're rich, pony up. That's how he balances the scales, one broken rib at a time. And he's not just good, he's overpowered. This guy can walk into a room of dying gang members, wave a hand, and suddenly everyone's breathing again. Like mid-fight. Literally healing both sides just to prove a point, or maybe because he's too tired to break up the brawl himself. And here's where it gets spicy. The gang leaders in the slums, yeah, they all want him. Zofia, Linga, Lo, each running a chunk of the criminal underworld, start showing up like he's the last working vending machine in a blackout. They don't just want his skills. They want him. Loyalty, affection, attention, possibly something more. But Zenos, he's too busy mixing potions and pretending he doesn't notice he's in a reverse harem situation. And that calm, blank expression, that's not apathy. It's peace in a world that's anything but fair. The show isn't really about him growing, it's about how everyone else starts changing around him. He's the anchor, the still point in a kingdom that's actively on fire. Let's talk about his crew. There's Lily, his adorable elf assistant, who basically acts like his secretary, nurse, and maybe hopelessly in love roommate. She'd 100% marry him on the spot if he ever noticed anything besides open wounds and potion vials. Then there's Carmilla, a literal ghost girl, or wraith, if we're being technical, who haunts his attic. She tried to be scary, gave up. Now she just kind of chills and judges everyone who walks into his clinic like a spooky Yelp reviewer. And while Zenos keeps healing people like it's a full-time job, because it is, the kingdom starts to take notice. Especially Iron Rose, the vice commander of the Knights, sharp, intense, and very suspicious of why the slums suddenly stopped tearing themselves apart. Spoiler, it's because Zenos keeps healing both sides faster than they can bleed. Eventually she tracks him down and, because this is anime, shoots him. Cliffhanger ending. We all know he's fine. But hey, gotta keep the drama going somehow. So should you watch the brilliant healer's new life in the shadows? Yeah. If you want explosions and shonen yelling, look elsewhere. But if you're down for a slower burn, a broken system, and a guy who saves lives while being the chillest dude in a room full of chaos, it's worth it. It's not a 10/10 masterpiece, but it's a solid 7/10. Decent world building, likable characters, and a main character who's relatable not because he's flashy, but because he just wants to survive with a little dignity. Give it a shot. You might just find yourself rooting for the guy who wanted none of this, but saves everyone anyway. This is the Anime Ranger. Catch you in the next one.